Hey you guys, it's Marissa. So I made this video yesterday and like I always do, I talked for about 8 minutes. And I don't want to do that in this one because I know when people watch a video, they want to get straight to it. But I wanted to share a project that I have been working like crazy on. On Masse journal. I know Shannon Green and a few other people have done these. Where I got my inspiration was from Adele, who is Inky Quill. I recently joined her Patreon after somebody I followed had stopped his after a few months. So I was watching, like binge watching her videos, and she shared hers. I've always loved her work. I love her humor. I love her family, her daily vlogs I watch. So she really seriously has been inspiring me like crazy. And I wanted to show you first before I go into this. I always knew what these were, but I just thought, oh, you know, I have so many projects going on. Well, not recently, but I had picked up this just for like inspiration. It's called Granny Chic. It's a really cute book. You can get them on eBay for like $6 new. And what I was using it for was just, I was gluing in images, just nothing, just random, because I love the pictures, and you know, I just kind of was adding my own pictures. Nothing, I didn't even know people did this. I just have been adding things to it. So when I saw this journal, I thought, oh, it's the same thing except there's categories. So I used a Frankie magazine as well. I know Adele did too. And when I cut up my images for my art journals, I save my magazines, which probably isn't good because I have so many. But I'm glad I did, because now I can go into them and find images for this. I'm trying to use, I have shown before that I organize images in these drawers that I have. So I've been trying to use these because I love fussy cutting. But I just haven't been using them. So here I go talking again. I used this magazine because of how thick it was, but I didn't use a whole one, and that's because this magazine's already been cut up and images taken out. But this was good because I was having a hard time with how many categories I already had to come up with. So I wanted to show you this. It's probably only about 50% done. I said it was 75 on Instagram. I think I was a little too excited. So I lined every paper end with washi to reinforce it, and I will show you what I'm doing, and then I'll probably do the last flip through when it's all done. So these 2 pages are blank for now. One of my categories is blue. So again, I have been cutting up magazines that I have laying around, but really trying to just use stickers, die cuts. It's a good way to get those images that we love cutting, get them into something. This is supposed to be like clothing labels or labels of products, but I'm having kind of a hard time. I'm not saving these as much. I like to save them for my journal, so I need to find the box. But for now, I just have these 3. This is yellow. What I am finding I'm having a hard time, or what I'm neglecting, the pages, are the color pages. Because when I find something, I like a feather. I had a feather die cut, but it was orange. So if I had a feather category, I probably would have put it in the feather category, if that makes sense, instead of orange. So I'm not purposefully looking for these. So I think I'm gonna start picking categories to specifically look for. I hope that I'm recording. This is stickers. I just wanted a page where I could just stick stickers down, get them out of my books. Food. I know that some people, when there's images on the pages, they try to incorporate it, but I really want to just cover the whole entire page. Clothing. I've just kind of picked out clothes that I thought were cute. These are die cuts, so I'm not just using magazines. I'm pulling out my die cuts. If you've seen how I've organized those, I have a buttload of die cuts. Mila actually took my book and went through my stickers and put some in for me, so we might be in for some surprises. But she actually wants to start one too, so I thought it'd be fun to help her do that. Jewelry, which I have a lot of from art journaling. Girls, I was going to start out just small, but then I had this image. I actually drew these with paint pens, this design. So I just have been wanting to use her, so I just stuck her in. I found some stickers, some washi. So again, it's just a fun way to, you know, use up stuff. And I get I like the thrill of finding things to cut out. Like, that's my favorite pastime, is sitting waiting for the kids in bed. I love cutting out things, but I just haven't been using them. Stars, I used star washi tape. Looks like Mila stuck some stickers. I haven't really found a lot of stars yet. This is circles. So this is a jelly print. These are rub-ons, Scotch tape. So I was kind of finding anything that has circles. This is white. Under here I had a pumpkin, but it's supposed to be a white pumpkin, but it looked yellow against everything, so I covered him up. So that's white. This is flowers. Here's some, oh, that's stickers, but there's some rub-ons. Teacups. This was one big sticker from a Daphne's Diary sticker book, so this was good to get that down. I also have a coffee section, so that's been hard. It's like, do I put it in the coffee or do I put it in the teacups? So I've been putting it in teacups. This is washi. This one's done. I just stuck down like all my favorite art journaling washi and some florals over here. So this one's all done. Windows, which I'm having a hard time finding, but this was already on there, so I'll probably just work around this image. Receipts, which is not hard at all. And green. So this one's almost, well, I have about this right here. Red, which I've just started doing today. I didn't have a lot of red on there. I can't seem to find a lot of red in magazines. Books, and this page had like books on it already, so I'm kind of working around the books. Die cuts, I only have 2 on here, but this is where I really wanted to use my stash of die cuts, so I'll work on this one. This is black. This is pink. I see Mila put some stuff on here. I can kind of see what she did. Well, see, her and I fought over if this was red or pink, so apparently she thinks that's pink, so we'll leave it there. Oh, and that too. But I like having things in there that she's done, except she's using like some of my stuff where I'm like, excuse me, I wanted to use that in my traveler's notebook, but it's okay. This is rub-ons. This is a category I thought up myself. I used some categories that Adele had. I used some I saw Shannon Green used, and then if you like Google, there's so many, you know, like categories, but I wanted to do rub-ons because I have so many of them. So it kind of looks not like cute, but I like that these are all rub-ons. I wish I would have kept this for my numbers page, but it's all right. So rub-ons, I'm almost done with that. Bows is kind of hard to find, but I'm working on that. Fabric was another one that I kind of came up with myself. There's some vintage fabric. I didn't use my favorite fabric pieces because I keep those for my junk journals, but I just put some fabric down. Here's watches. Orange. You can see that I was using a Better Home and Garden mixing because it's all about Halloween right now. So I have orange. This is frames. So this was already on there. I'm just going to work around that. So see, that's why it's kind of ripped up in here, because this was left over from cutting stuff out. But again, I'm glad it didn't have that many pages. I don't think I could have came up with any more categories than I already did. Gold. Looks like Mila went, oh, she put priorities. So she liked finding gold, which again, I rarely use any of the gold embellishments that I have, so this was perfect. Hearts, you would think this would be filled. I wish I could just find one big heart so I get this page over with. Makeup, this is one of my favorites. I think it's because of the lipstick, but nail polish might not be makeup to everybody, but it is to me when I think of makeup, so I put nail polish down. This has numbers because I accidentally put 2 numbers, so this is going to be colorful. I kept finding colorful images and I wish I could put them somewhere, so this is anything colorful. So I'll have to change that tab. This is leaves. This is almost done. Legs. I don't know what it is about legs. I love pictures of legs. I love using legs in my art journaling, so I thought I would do a page on this. So legs, houses. This was hard for a little bit until I remembered that there are so many die cut houses like in Maggie Holmes collections, and so I've been using a lot of my die cuts in this one for houses. Numbers, I'm having a heck of a time filling up, but I'm just randomly whatever numbers I can find. Of course I had to do dogs. This is actually my dog right here. It's not really him in a shoe, but I have a Yorkie that looks exactly like that, and I've been wanting to use this image. So I put a page about dogs, and if anybody knows me, they know I used to not like dogs at all, had never touched or held a dog in my life until I bought him, and now I cannot get enough of him. So it is true that dogs, they change your life. So dogs, cameras, which if you probably recognize a lot of these die cuts, this is where I thought it'd be easier to find cameras in magazines, but it's not. So lots of stickers and scrapbooking embellishments in this one. Stripes, I love stripes, so I wanted to put it in, but then I was kind of having a hard time finding stripes, so this is what set it off, was this question mark, and then I just started putting washi and cutting out scrapbook paper. So this is stripes. Faces, which is kind of different than girls, it's just faces. So this one, this actually is a printable from Adele's Patreon. I really suggest, if you can, I've joined the video tier. It's really worth it. Out of the other patrons or Patreon artists I belong to, she puts the most content out. So that's from hers. This is doors. I have two. This was harder than I thought. I thought I had a lot of doors cut up already, but I guess I don't. Chairs. This guy scares me every time I see. So these are from Planner Society, so I use those. Coffee. Thought this would be easy, but it's not. What I have a hard time with is the teacups. What is coffee and what's not? So I drink this every single day. I buy probably like 5 of these a week. This Starbucks iced coffee, I'm addicted to it. So I was so happy when I found that image. So put coffee. Words is almost done. Put words in. Ended up using some like Tim Holtz stickers too. This is vintage. There are some vintage pieces on here, like vintage, actual vintage labels and stamps, but then the other ones are just images. I just wanted something vintage, like, or, you know, I really enjoy that right now, using these kinds of pieces, so I thought it'd be fun to have that in here. And then the last one is animals, and don't know why I did animals. I think it's because I had so many stickers of animals. So, oh my gosh, it's windy. The weather here in California is so bizarre. It's like, make up your mind already. So here's animals. I don't know what I'm going to do yet to the front or back, but I just wanted to show you what I was working on. It was so flat when I started it. I love the feel of how thick it is. I take this everywhere. When my kids and I go up to watch my son ride his dirt bike, I bring this and I start cutting. So I wanted to show you what I was working on. I'm also still working on this album here. I'm so over it. I've showed it before. I can't wait till I'm done with it. So I'm almost there. And then I just ordered another journal from Gina. So I just want to be over this one. So these are the 2 projects I'm currently working on. So I will come back when I'm done with this and then show you this one too. All right, thanks for watching. See you soon. Bye.